What is going on, guys? Ryan here. Before we jump into today's video, I want to very quickly cover a topic, and that is how to successfully use pre-workout supplementation to your advantage in order to help gain some more muscle. Now, very quickly, we're going to cover about 4 supplements, regardless of brand, that you can use in order to get you in the right direction. Now, the first product we're going to talk about is amino acids. Now, there are essential and non-essential amino acids, but for pre-workout reasons, we're really going to focus on essential amino acids, and in particular, are branched chain amino acids. Now, you see these a lot online, in stores, on YouTube quite a bit, and a lot of people talk about them, but really, how do you know that they're right for you? Really, they're right for anybody that's trying to gain muscle, because when taken pre-workout, it's going to help give your muscle cells something to feed off of. It's going to help with cellular energy. It's going to help your muscles go through protein synthesis in the recovery process. So you're not really leaving your muscles hanging in the middle of the workout, so they feed on themselves and kind of go through a catabolic response. The second product we're going to talk about is creatine monohydrate. Now, to put very simple, all of our cells have creatine in them. It's an energy source for all of the cells in our entire body. So when we supply our body with extra creatine, it's going to help all of our cells work more efficiently, work harder, and in this case, our skeletal muscle, by supplying them with more creatine, it's going to help bring more nutrients, bring more water, more oxygen, and things to the muscle cells in order to expand and grow, which ultimately is what we want to do. The third product we're going to talk about is just simply caffeine. Now, it doesn't have to be a very heavy stimulated pre-workout. It can be something as simple as coffee, which a lot of people do. But by supplying our body with caffeine pre-workout, that's going to give even a thermogenic effect, so it's going to help increase our internal body temperature, force our body to burn some extra calories, potentially burn some body fat, but give that mental focus and alertness that we all need and we all know. So keep throwing caffeine in with your pre-workout. So by putting all 4 of these products into one pre-workout, you can set up yourself for a workout with more energy, with bigger pumps, with more hydration and more cell expansion in order to help grow faster, grow more. So try these things at your next pre-workout and let me know what you guys think. So hope you guys use that little pre-workout mixture I talked about there. You can always add different ingredients to a little bit suited to what your particular goals would be, whether it be cutting or bulking or just to increase strength from a powerlifting perspective. There's always things you can do to kind of tweak it to what you're trying to do and to your advantage. So if you guys like those little informative intros, let me know. I can always kind of talk about different topics if you guys ask about certain things, whether it be supplements or just certain training tips. But it's kind of just a different way I like to start some of my videos. But what you guys are going to be seeing here in the background is some chest training footage. I like to start out with usually a compound movement. I feel like it gets the most blood flow to the muscle the quickest right off the bat. And I really like to start with incline just because it pulls in the upper chest, where I feel like has been a weak point for me for a very long time. And really with flat bench, not too long ago, I really strained my chest pretty heavily, so I'm still even recovering from that a little bit. So don't want to push it too much on a flat barbell movement. But with any of my other movements like hammer strength or even flat dumbbell, it does just fine. So I'm still trying to kind of recover from that, because I do always like to bench, and who doesn't like to bench heavy? A couple videos ago, you guys may have seen me kind of talk about using different angles to your advantage, and when it comes to chest training, and I still like to implement that with whatever day it is, whatever chest day it is. So hitting different angles to hit all areas of that chest is something that I apply every chest day, and really with any body part in particular, just due to the fact that hitting more angles is going to require more muscle fibers to be initiated, more muscle fibers to be stressed and to be damaged. So angles and range of motion is just something you guys always hear me preach about, something that I feel should always be first and foremost what should be put into action as far as growing more muscle. So a thought process that I have when I'm training is the order of exercises that I do. There's a reasoning behind it. The reason being, I want to sometimes start with more compound movements and then finish with a lot more isolation movements to force as much blood flow as possible and to really kind of chase the pump at the end of the workout, to flood those muscle bellies with as much nutrients and oxygen as possible. But there's other times whenever there's not as many compound movements and there's a lot more isolation exercises. So a lot of it goes off of feeling and how I'm feeling that day and how I feel I can use that particular day and work out to my advantage. So a lot of it's day to day, but there is even a thought process week to week as well. But that's pretty much going to wrap things up for today's video. I always appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, as that'll be the easiest way to keep track of the newest videos and what's to come. Down in the description will also be Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter if you guys want to check a few things out there. I appreciate your time, guys, and we'll talk to you again real soon.